Hello, Ms. Buchanan's Algebra 1A class. I'm looking at these notes that you guys are doing. If you missed them in class or if she had you finish them on your own, I wanted to at least provide you with some guidance in these. You'll see in pencil, I'm writing what I am, my operations that I'm doing. And then in red, you'll see, the steps leading up to the answer. So in number one, the first thing I'm going to do is, and there's two different ways, I could do it. I could have, gotten rid of the 3y, and I could go different directions. I could get rid of the 5y and end up with a negative 2y over here. I just try to keep my answers as positive as possible in each step. But you'll see later on I get into negatives anyways, so it doesn't really matter which direction you go. So this is the way that I went. I added the 8 to both sides, got rid of it on this side. That's why I did it. And this became 20. Then I'm getting rid of the 3y. So I subtracted 3y from both sides. And then I'm dividing by 2 in order to get y by itself. And I get 10. Y equals 10. In this one, I want to get the k by itself on one side, so I'm going to subtract 3k from both sides. So I get 4k equals negative 36. Then I divide by 4 to get k by itself. That's why I'm doing that. And I get negative 8 is negative 36 divided by 4. Okay, for number 5, I am subtracting 11 from both sides. That's just the direction I went. You could have a different first step as long as you're, balancing out the equation and all that and getting m by itself properly on one side of the equation. So I subtracted 11, end up with this. I then subtract 6 or add 6m to both sides to get m by itself. Divide by 5, I get m equals 8. I went ahead and did 6 also, in case you needed that one. What I did was I subtracted 1 from both sides, working on getting k by itself, adding 7k to both sides, dividing by negative 3 both sides, ended up getting k equals negative 13. You see here that I'm showing you the distributive property here. I have to multiply 3 times 6. So 3 times 6 is going to give me that 18. And then 3 times the 1 is going to give me negative 3, because that's a negative 1 in there. Now I can get started on, isolating the variable, trying to get the variable by itself. So first of all, I add the 3 to both sides, and I subtract 11p from both sides, and then I divide both sides by 7, and I get the variable by itself, p equals negative 6. This one you can see I'm demonstrating how to do the distributive property. I take the 9 times the m, I get 9m. I take 9 times the negative 3, I get negative 27. I just bring down everything else. Combine my like terms. 9m plus 3m gives me 12m. That's how I got this here, and I just brought down everything else. I add 27 to both sides, isolating the variable right now. I subtracted 7m from both sides. I divide both sides by 5, I get m equals 14. Here you can see I'm showing you how to do the distributive property on both of these. I end up with this after the distributive property. I end up combining my like terms. 5x minus x is going to be 4x. And 6 minus 30 is going to be negative 24. And I just bring down that negative 2x. I end up adding 2x to both sides to get x on one side. I subtract 18 from both sides. And then I divide both sides by 6. I get x equals negative 7. I take 8 times y, I get 8y. I take 8 times 4, I get 32. I take negative 2 times y, I get negative 2y. I take negative 2 times a negative 1, I get a positive 2. And this stays the same. I combine my like terms. I get this in red. I subtract 34 from both sides. I get this in red. I add 3y to both sides, and I divide both sides by 9. I didn't write that step, sorry. Divided by 9, divided by 9. That's how I got y equals 4. I really hope this was helpful. Good luck on the even ones. Go ahead and make mistakes and make corrections as you prepare for your test.